everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, that's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Love your comments, keep them coming. I heart them to say I've seen them. And if you've got anything you'd like me to read on, pop them in the comments section below and I'll have a look at it. Entertainment only, tarot reading from Down Under. Thank you for all those who sent best wishes for my travels. It's next Tuesday that I'm heading off, so this time next week I'll probably be on my 10th cup of tea as I'm being dragged from relative to relative for a catch up. I absolutely love that annual trip that I undertake. So what I'm going to have a quick look at first up using my Gilded Tarot Royale, and if I'm looking this way, this is because where my chicken scrawl notes are written. I'm going to have a look at the Voting Rights Act Section 2. So what happened back in February 2022, the NAACP and the Arkansas Policy Panel brought a case to the state court about the gerrymandering of the state house map to dilute the black voting. So what's happened is that it was ruled on by a Trump-appointed judge, Lee Rudofsky, I'm sure I've pronounced that incorrectly, that basically said tough bickies. So it was then taken to the 8th US Circuit Court of Appeals. Now, the 8th Circuit is one Trump-appointed judge and two Bush-appointed judges, so we know kind of what they're going to be like, and they upheld that ruling, and the ruling is that only the DOJ can bring a case of discrimination based on colour, membership, race or minority to the courts in regards to gerrymandering. Okay, getting my head around this, despite the other cases that have happened previously. So apparently only the DOJ now can bring a case to the courts in regards to gerrymandering of election maps. Now, this was in regards to the state house map in Arkansas. Apparently, doesn't apply everywhere yet. It applies to Arkansas, Iowa, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, North and South Dakota. So what this basically says is that everyday citizens or everyday representative groups cannot bring a court case to force the gerrymandered maps to be redrawn. It can only be brought to the courts by the Department of Justice, as if they haven't got enough on their hands already. So let's have a quick look. Is this case going to go to the Supreme Court? Yes, it is. And how's it going to go? Huge and justice. So what have we got here? Strengths in regards to, well, I'm going to say democracy here. So I'm seeing, yes, it is going to go to the Supreme Court. Oh boy, so the SCOTUS. Now we know how the SCOTUS is landing at the moment. They're actually sticking to the rule of law pretty well, but what this ruling has exposed is again the vague wording of a legislation, a federal legislation. And I mean, the vague wording was such that so that it could be deciphered with logic and common sense and decency and gentlemanly agreements, etc., etc. But what's happening now is it's all that is being thrown out the window. So let's have a look. The Voting Rights Act, Section 2, going to SCOTUS. How's it going to come? How is the ruling going to come out? Let's have a look. The Voting Rights Act, Section 2. Come on down, let's have a look. Sorry about such a long introduction. Okay. 7 of Cups. poor choices based on literally this is the gerrymandered maps based on power and greed and vanity and uh, but all that is, yeah, all that is not well in politics at the moment. It's trying to put up a smoke screen, but it's really about greed. Is the gerrymandering? Yeah, okay. Going to be challenged by judgment, a collective awakening, a call to arms, but judgment itself. Okay, I don't mind this so much. This is really about trying to deception, smoke and mirrors to stay in power. The gerrymandered maps going to be challenged by awakening and judgment. So I don't mind this terribly much. The foundation, the energies that's stewing in at the moment is the Nine of Swords, which is understandable. Anxiety in regards to this. The anxiety of the gerrymandering, the gaslighting, the lot of anxiety. I think in the state of Arkansas, it's something like the African American vote makes up about 21% of the vote, but they only have 10% of voting power due to gerrymandered maps, something in regards to this. There's a lot of anxiety over this ruling. In the past, the King of Wands, the judgment, a judge prevailing over this in the past. I think this is the ruling that the US Circuit Court of Appeals made. They brought forward this ruling, this plan, crowning this reading strength, the feminine strength, the compassionate strength, the empathetic strength, but there is strength coming forward in regards to the. Sorry if I'm sounding a little bit vague. These downloads, oh my goodness, I'm so exhausted at the moment, but we'll battle through. Yes, strength. Strength, the fact that she's looking this way, strength of rulings in the past, taming the lion, and it's the feminine strength. So let's see where this goes. Immediate future, the King of Pentacles. Oh boy. So the how do I put this? The oligarchical ruling, the staying in power, immediate future. Let's see where this goes. Externally, it's about taking control, staying in control, the patriarchal my way or the highway control. So I'm not surprised at that. Internally, it's the everyday families that are going to be entrapped by this, by what's happening, hopes and fears, the best of democracy. So I'm actually pleased that card's turned up, the best of democracy. The fact that we've got judgment here and fairness and balance and healing. Three of Cups, working together, circles of support. Two of Pentacles, juggling, and the Sun, joy, illumination. So I am feeling we've got 10 of Wands here. I'm feeling that the SCOTUS might actually rule against this, but I'll ask more specifically in a second. End of a cycle, end of a burdensome cycle for the sake of the voter. The 10 of Cups for the sake of the voter, bringing about an ending of the this patriarchal dominance. So I'm liking these cards. I am liking these cards. If I keep going, there is a decision to be made, but the way forward is brightly lit. Bit of infighting within the SCOTUS in regards to this, but again, the ending of a cycle and legacy, because it is time. So what I'm really getting here is, and new beginnings that will be seen. What I'm really getting here is that, and it's the same with the reading I had yesterday, which perhaps I didn't clarify enough, that with the releasing of the January the 1st videos, that it's going to backfire. The Republicans really aren't reading the mood of the room. So, but I think the SCOTUS will. So I'll just have a look. Will the SCOTUS, so I am liking those cards in regards to the outcome. It will be considered. It will be considered that it's time to end this burden of the gerrymandering. Let's have a look. Will the SCOTUS, how will the SCOTUS rule on the Voting Rights Act Section 2? Will it uphold the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals, or will it rule? There's 3 cards. Oh, this one's popped out again. It's about the gerrymandering. Will the SCOTUS overturn, thank you, that's the wording I'm wanting. Will the SCOTUS overturn the 8th US Circuit Court ruling on the Voting Rights Acts? Will the SCOTUS overturn? Because they've already ruled a couple of times on certain states that they have to fix their maps up. So I'm feeling that the SCOTUS is, the majority of the SCOTUS is reading the room. Let's have a look. How will the SCOTUS overturn the appeals court ruling on the Voting Rights Act? Will the SCOTUS overturn the Court of Appeals ruling? So, signifier card again, the gerrymandering card. Secrets coming to the surface, challenged by secrets coming to the surface and being exposed. Okay, thank you. Not so much secrets I'm getting here, challenged by the how do I put this? Guys, how do I put this? Seedy underbelly, mobster actions. It's about bringing to the surface how corrupt this gerrymandering is. Yeah, justice, the SCOTUS at the foundation. Will the SCOTUS overturn? In the past, the star of hope and healing, democracy, and I think this is because they have ruled on the past. Crowning the reading, some infighting. It won't be a unanimous infighting in regards to the SCOTUS. Queen of Cups, the feminine energy, the mature, the emotionally mature coming forth, an emotional maturity, externally working together, internally, the higher authorities internally. So there is work going on behind the scenes here. Yeah, these are good cards. This is, I call it my Biden administration, but it's also very much about, this is internal emotional maturity, external emotional maturity. It's how are they going to rule on, are they going to uphold it? No, they're not. No, they're not. They're going to, what I'm getting there is they're going to break it down. They're going to, now, this is my dark money card, but it's also can be working together behind this to build a solid foundation. So, they're going to break it down and they're going to bring a new ruling that's going to be palatable with that Knight of Cups. Going to be palatable with that Knight of Cups. Three of Wands, the plan about what ship to bring into harbour. So the ruling by the 1, 2, 3 by the three courts of appeal, going to be brought to SCOTUS and considered, going to be found to be ethically corrupt and brought to an end. Yep. Next couple of cards we had before, Three of Cups, working together behind the scenes, and strength of the SCOTUS coming forward. Yeah, I'm getting, okay, fingers and toes crossed that I'm right. I'm getting that the SCOTUS are not going to uphold the panel. But what's also going to happen is there's going to be a strength. I think they're going to break down the wording of the ruling as it is now and rebuild a new voting rights legislation that is basically, they're going to reword it, is what I'm getting, to make it stronger and uphold the rights. Okay, let's see how it goes. Take care. Love to you all. Bye-bye.